Hi everybody, welcome to Intuitive Goddess Tarot 911. I'm Jenny. So I decided to come on and do a full moon reading. So we are going to see what is happening in the ethers, what you guys need to know. This is going to be a collective reading, so if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, then it's just not for you. All these readings are timeless, so whenever you're seeing them, you're meant to. And welcome in or welcome back. I'm happy you're here. So let's get into it. Let's get some charms first. I just set everything back up because I had a big tarot party on Monday. Wait, Tuesday? I don't even know. It was one of those days. So, but here we are. So we're back. We're doing it. Wait. Yeah, I guess it was one or the other. I don't know. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing amazing. We're going to see what we get. So we got a very cool leaf. It looks like a velvet leaf. We got a butterfly, a flower, an elephant, a heart, a key with a crown on it, a flower that looks like it has stars on it, the gingerbread guy, and a 4-leaf clover. So if that helps to make it more individual for you, great. All right, so let's get into this. Let's see what we are going to get. So I've been using this deck, which I don't know, for some reason, I think I had said this before that I stopped using it for a while. I'm not sure why, but so we are back to using it. So holy angels, holy spirits, what does the collective need to know on this night of the full moon? What do they need to know? Let us see. Oh, there's one. Third eye chakra. Did you open your third eye chakra? Are you planning on opening your third eye chakra? The only thing I'm going to say about that is when you open it, you have a sort of spiritual awakening. And I don't know about everybody else, but I went through like a dark night of the soul where, I don't know, my whole universe just opened up. So be prepared for that if that's something that you're going to do. The truth. Okay. So the truth is going to come out about something. Heartache and loss. Okay. A lot of these cards came out the other night. So, oh, I'm interested to see the universe, which is the world in tarot. And truth is judgment. So, all right, what else? Let's get one more. See if anybody flies out here. What does the collective need to know on this night of full moons? Prosperity begins. Okay. Okay. This looks good. So, let's use a witchy deck since it is a witchy day. There's a full moon. All right, let's use this deck. It is the Halloween Oracle deck. And I don't usually call out my decks. This one is the Psychic Tarot deck. So if you guys are interested in getting them or looking at them, I love tarot decks. I love oracle decks. I love all decks. Well, except for like card decks. I don't know. Anywho, I'm rambling. So, I guess I missed you guys. It was so fun doing that tarot party, but I like doing readings for you guys too. So, let's see what we are getting here. Okay, so there's joy under your third eye chakra. There's synergy and healing under the truth. What about heartache and loss? What do we need to know about that? Your blind spots. Okay, what else? What about the universe? reducing burden, forgiveness. All right, one more. Prosperity begins. What do we need to know? This was going to fly out, so we're going to take it. Remembrance. Okay, so this is not telling us a lot. So we need to keep going. So we're going to grab one more oracle. And if we can't get more information from that, we're going to go to a different deck, and you know how I do. So, all right, let's see. So, Spirit, this is all, looks good. But what about joy and third eye chakra? Because, oh, that's not supposed to be in there. We're going to take it because it's not supposed to be in there. I don't know why it's there, but it is. So this says paranoid, cautious, insecure, guarded. And I have this freaking book again. I always do that. All right. So what else about that, Spirit? Intuition. Okay. Self-reward is under truth and cauldron. Breaking illusions is under blind spots. And then what about the universe and forgiveness and reducing burdens? What do we need to know about that? Self-reliance is under forgiveness. All right, we're going to need more information here. And then prepare is underneath prosperity and remembrance, the lamb. The lamb. Okay. All right. So we're going to use this deck because this deck usually gives me good information. There's no psychopath in this deck. This is why I like this deck. The deck that I usually get more information from has a psychopath on it. I don't like to get the psychopath card. Okay, let's keep going. So why is there paranoia involved with, you know what, actually, I'm being called to use the tarot deck, so let's use that. And then we'll use that if we need to. So this is the Enchanted Soul tarot deck. This one was gonna fly out, so we're gonna take it if I can figure out what. No, it's lost. All right. So Spirit, that's a lot of cards. So what do we need to know about joy, intuition, being cautious, possibly paranoid, and your third eye? The Sun. Okay. So the Sun is a card of happiness and joy. It's the ultimate happiness and joy. Oh, maybe this is that card that was going to fly out. Ten of Swords. Okay, so pain and loss. What else, Spirit? What about these breaking of illusions, blind spots? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Okay. We're going to keep going. The Hermit. Oh, you gotta love tarot. It's so great. Okay. You gotta move this. And it always like does something weird when I do that. So the Fool. Holy shit. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you what I think so far. So underneath heartache and loss with blind spots and breaking illusions, I feel like this was you moving through your chakras, possibly opening your third eye, having a dark night of the soul, and the illusions were broken about yourself. I don't know if you can see this card. I can never pick them up with these nails. So, and my nose, so her face is falling off. So I feel like that means that you are breaking through your own illusions to give you the Wheel of Fortune, which is fortune, luck, destiny. But then you have the universe, which is the world again, and reducing burdens by forgiving other people, and then you have self-reliance. So I feel like whoever you are, you've had to depend on yourself your whole life. So this has caused you to go inward, seek solitude, and live in the stillness. So then you're able to remember things about yourself without that fight or flight mechanism that we all have. You know, when you're feeling bad about yourself and you've done something and you're like, oh my God, bad things are going to happen. I don't know what they call that, but it's like the sky is falling, like attitude, or why can't I think? It's like a reality that people get themselves caught up in. So by moving through these cycles and looking at yourself, remembering who you are, but not staying stuck, preparing for what you want, and the Fool. So you're free. You're ready to go on a new adventure. You're no longer burdened by all of whatever was before. The part that I'm still confused about is the Truth with synergy and healing, with self-reward, and 10 of Swords. Also, the paranoia, insecurity, and the joy. So we're going to grab more cards from this deck for this section. I think the other section is pretty clear. It's beautiful. But we have to know what you went through to get to this section, if that makes sense. So let's see. So, Spirit, what is the first row about? What do we need to know about that? What was the collective dealing with to have to move through these phases? The grass was greener. Okay, what about that? Travel was in reverse. Okay. So you're not traveling. Mystery. Enigma. Spirit. Regret. Okay. Okay. So maybe this was you before. This insecure, guarded person, afraid of the world. It could have been the way you were brought up. I know my mom was afraid to leave the house. So was my ex-husband, to be honest. So, you know, just going out and going anywhere would cause this like full-on anxiety attack. It was horrible. Horrible to watch and horrible to be a part of. What else? Yeah, I think this was a past. This was definitely someone you were married to. What else? An antisocial. Interesting. Okay. So it looks like you spent a lot of time being regretful, being cautious, being insecure, but you did use your intuition and it got you out of the situation. So what else, Spirit? Yeah, you were heartbroken. Yeah, this is definitely someone you were having romantic feelings with. All right, one more for that row. Party in reverse. So it wasn't fun. Okay. So, but you got the Sun now. So we're going to grab more tarot for that too. But let's see what this truth and synergy and healing and self-reward and, oh my God, it just came to me. So going through all this, leaving this situation behind, you used your intuition, your third eye. You knew the truth about this person. Even though you couldn't prove it, you knew the truth about them. So you used your intuition and you left. And that caused your life to open up and the universe to open up for you and you to have more faith in the universe. But going through that process, I think if I was a gambling woman, I would say they threw dirt all over your name and made you feel like you had a 10 of swords in your back. Lots of people do this because they lie after you leave. Yeah, and this was fated. This was all fated. For you to get over here. What else? Yeah. So basically you disappeared. You ghosted them all. You worked through your pain, whatever that looks like, which it looks like a lot of mental anguish. Yeah, you felt abandoned. What else? This is coming up for a reason today. And only you know what that is. If this resonates, I need to know. There's something unexpected that's coming up. Something shocking about this situation. I don't know if you'll be able to see this lady's face, but she looks like she's going to shit her pants. So we're going to put that here. And then we're going to pull some more tarot and see if we can figure out what the hell is going on here. All right. This is a lot. My readings the other night were a lot too. There's a lot involved. So, all right, Spirit. What is this unexpected message and why is it coming up now? What can you tell us about that? Because this seems really important and it seems crazy. So what else? 10 of Wands. Maybe you have felt weighed down or you've struggled with this situation. I mean, you have moved through it, but maybe for some reason you're thinking about it now. I talked to somebody who I did a reading for the other night, and she kept thinking about this one person, and you know, it was like basically haunting her. And I'm like, well, you need to stop thinking about them for one thing, because every time you think about them, you pull on their energy and then they're thinking about you. And if you don't want them to think about you, then you need to stop thinking about them. The Mentor. I have never gotten this card. I don't even know what this means. Blind faith. We're going to look this up. Huh. What the fudge? All right. Let's see what this means. The Mentor. It's got to be one of these. Here it is. So it is a card that's not usually in the tarot deck. This card is about traditional institutions and may involve religious figures or mentors. This card asks you to question where the beliefs you have come from. Are they yours, or have they been taught to you? You are perhaps thinking of joining some sort of structural learning class or leaving a learning that no longer aligns with the beliefs and values anymore. You may come across someone who may end up being a mentor or a guide to you. Listen to what they have to say, but keep an open mind and take only what resonates with you. You do not have to believe everything you are told. Make sure that you are taking responsibility for your own beliefs and not surrendering them to another. So it says, but merely being tradition does not make something worthy, Kadash. You just can't assume that because something is old, it is right. Okay. So this makes me believe, and I actually had a reading this morning that was about belief systems of our parents, right? Belief systems of our ex, belief systems that don't align with our purpose. I don't know. If I, like, when I was with my ex, if I would talk about any of this stuff, like, they would make fun of me. It was ridiculous. Like, my belief system was, like, stupid, or, you know, believing in the universe, or, you know, giving back to the universe, those types of things. They were dumb. And my family, or my married family. And it's the same thing with, like, your childhood morals and beliefs were forced on you. And that happens in your family, right? Your family of origin. So I feel like something has happened. You have moved away from your family of origin, or maybe it's just this relationship, this family here, this complicated situation, but you're changing your life. And that's why this is coming out now. And it's, you know, I mean, you've got the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune twice, the Hermit, the Fool, and the Mentor, which I've never heard of before. So what else, Spirit? Sorry. What else does the collective need to know before I have to cough? Queen of Wands. That you're a visionary, an entrepreneur, an extrovert, that you're amazing. And I know I've said this before, but there's no gender in tarot, so you can have female characteristics. You can have male characteristics. I did for years. So, and I don't mean like physical characteristics. I mean that I would always show up with my male, my masculine energy, because I didn't have anybody to defend me. So if I didn't bring the sword, nobody was coming to my fight. So sometimes we have to be in our masculine energy. It's just something that has to happen. So what else? The Lovers. And it was in reverse. Let's ask Spirit if we're supposed to take that in reverse. See what Spirit says here. Spirit. It's the Lovers in reverse because there's going to be some sort of disruption or breakup. No. So I don't think it was supposed to be in reverse. So we're going to keep it in the upright. So I think that whatever you're going into is going to be positive because you've made all these positive changes. This is amazing. So whoever you are, congratulations. We are going to get you an advice card and just see. I think we can use this for an advice deck. So let's just see what we get. This is the Mermaid deck, the Oracle of the Mermaid. So let's see what we can get from this. And if we need to get a different one, we can. Beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity, and spirit. Yeah, so you embody this. You being your true self is bringing this out. Sanctuary. Yeah. Place your boundaries. Hope that people, you know, don't trample over them, because then you're going to have to bring out the sword for those people. Not the literal sword, but the verbal one. What else? One more card, Spirit. Freedom. Yes. Whatever you have gone through, and this is amazing, you have gotten your freedom. So congratulations to whoever you are. This is wonderful. And I'm sorry you went through it. We all, and I say that too. We all don't have complicated childhoods or complicated lives, or I'm sure there are people who have very normal lives. That's just not me. So that's why I say we all. But so anyway, this is beautiful. So I hope you guys, please let me know if this resonated, because this is really wonderful. And I hope you guys are amazing. And I love you guys so much. And thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. And I'm going to do one more reading. I haven't decided what it's going to be, because this one was a lot. We couldn't even figure out what was going on at the beginning. So I think it's progress that we got that far. But I will do one more reading today, and then I probably won't be on until Friday or so. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye.